I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I definitely am not. I think it's pretty obvious that I'm not going to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm not going to vote for Donald Trump. But Kamala Harris, man, like I said, I think my biggest issue is the genocide that's happening in Gaza right now, and the fact that Israel seems intent upon expanding the war into Lebanon. They're talking about putting boots on the ground. They're talking about like a ground invasion of Lebanon right now. Like 600, more than 600 civilians are dead in Lebanon. Tens of thousands, more than like 50,000 people in Gaza have been killed by Israel so far. And Kamala Harris has pledged that she will always guarantee Israel's right and ability to defend itself, which means shipping more bombs to Israel, which sounds real bad to me. The direct line of responsibility of children killed in Gaza by bombs that were paid for by my tax dollars, given to Israel by the president that I voted for. That direct line of responsibility is something that I'm super aware of, and would love for her to talk about actual solutions to the issue that don't enrich arms manufacturers here in America and can end the suffering and death that's happening in Gaza right now and in the Middle East generally. She ain't going to do that. She is almost certainly, has basically promised to send more weapons to Israel, which is frustrating. And something that I'm frustrated by voting for it. Donald Trump will objectively make people's lives more difficult in America. Donald Trump will make people's lives more dangerous in America. We like to say all the time that why does it matter if I vote? Who cares? It doesn't really actually change anything. I don't see any benefits or anything like that. There are lots of people in America who have experienced the really negative attributes of Donald Trump's presidency, the really negative consequences of the decisions that he made. Like I said, all the people who died during COVID who didn't have access to ventilators, all of the people who lost their jobs, all those manufacturing jobs, all that increase in the cost to live in America while Donald Trump was president. Certainly, children separated from their families at the border, women who have bled out because they've been refused health care after they've had an ectopic pregnancy, women who have bled out in their car in the parking lot of a hospital. They've been affected pretty tremendously negatively by Donald Trump's decisions. And so at a certain point, I think it is kind of selfish to worry about my own moral, cleanliness. Like, I feel less guilty because I didn't vote for Kamala Harris whenever she sends bombs to Israel that are going to kill Palestinian children. But by not voting for Kamala Harris, I essentially kind of cast a vote for Donald Trump, which means people in America will suffer more. It's not like people in America are going to necessarily suffer less if Kamala Harris is president, but they will suffer more if Donald Trump is president. That's a hard calculation to make. It's also very frustrating to me that the Democratic Party just thinks that they have my vote because I know I won't vote for Donald Trump, and therefore doesn't feel like they need to make concessions to me about really legitimate policies. Why are we not talking about climate change? Like a world-ending, unbelievably catastrophic issue that we just aren't talking about. She's like, oh yeah, I love fracking. I want to frack some more. Let's frack it up in here. That seems real bad to me. Her insane right-wing policies on the border sound insane to me. Why not healthcare, student loan forgiveness? What happened to those things? What happened to Medicare for all or something? Like, she hasn't even talked about like enacting a law that would make weed legal. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, I need more concessions from you than just, I'm not Donald Trump. That's not enough for me. And it's frustrating that the Democratic Party feels like it is. So I don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'm extremely frustrated with the Democratic Party. I'm frustrated with Kamala Harris, and I really would like to not have my conscience stained by the fact that I will be sending more bombs to Israel by voting for her.